Whoa! I hope that didn't scare anyone. I don't know where was I going to begin. I can't even remember now. That was pretty dull thing to do because I've now lost my train of thought. Anyway, I'm playing Amnesia, a machine for pigs today. Kind of a bit of a horror theme going on. It's quite a shame that these two games didn't come out a bit close to Halloween, but yeah, I finished Outlast and I quite liked it up until the end. And then it all sort of went a bit wrong at the end. I won't sort of spoil it for you if you know, if you sort of if you're going to get it. But it was kind of a pretty good jumpy, survivally horror-y type game up until about the last sort of half an hour, and then it went a bit off in a different direction that I didn't really like. But this is Amnesia anyway, new Amnesia game. I'm about 2 hours in, so you may get spoilers. So just beware. I'm not going to play it for too long, just to give you a sort of a look at it really, and maybe I'll even jump like a big baby. I've jumped a couple of times, I have to say. It's an amazing game from but the first Amnesia was really, this is even better for the way the game uses sound. I mean, you know, 2 hours in, not too much has happened yet, apart from some just fantastic sound design that sort of really freaks you out and spooks you. Yeah, but we'll see how we go. It's from a story point of view. I won't go into it too much, but you're a man that wakes up in a house, strange house. There's lots of empty bedrooms, and all the beds have got cages around them and whatnot. There are pigs involved somewhere along the line, and also some machine that you've created that seems to sort of produce food, and you set up a charity and you sort of to feed the poor and the hungry. But something seems to have gone badly wrong, and I'm currently following my kids at the moment, who, you know, appear to be ghosts, to be perfectly honest with you. I keep getting the odd phone call, not on a mobile, thank God, from some guy who keeps telling me my kids are trapped. But then I appear to be following the ghosts of my kids. So again, I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Well, I am, but I don't want to say too much. But throughout the game, there's lots of notes and stuff that you read, quite similar to the first Amnesia game, and that fills you in on the story. So yeah, I'm in St Dunstan's Church at the moment, just making my way through. So here we go. It may be a bit jumpy, but we'll see. As I say, most of the jumps are kind of really down to the sound effects. Really well designed sound. Okay. Oh, I can open that. Can I open that? No, it's closed. It looks to be seems to be like a boiler of some kind, maybe. And there's a lever there. I'll leave the lever for a sec, because there's another door over here that I haven't gone through yet. Okay, that one's locked. Okay. Right, well, we've got to turn something on here. It may get a bit noisy. No, or maybe not. Okay. Can I? No, I can't do anything with that. It's definitely a door there, isn't there? But is it fixed, or will it let me? No, it won't let me take it. Okay. Let's have a look round. There are puzzles in the game as well. Apparently, it can be. From reviews I've read, some of the puzzles can be a bit ambiguous, but we'll see how we get on. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I've covered the whole of the church at the moment. Well, as far as I can tell, I've pretty much been everywhere. But we'll have another look round. Sometimes exits and stuff open up after you've passed through an area. I'll try not to do. I'm not sure if any of you guys are quite jumpy, but I try not to do any quick camera flips and stuff, because obviously quite often that can be when the jumps happen. I'm going to have to go downstairs here again, I think, probably. Okay, great atmosphere. Okay. Okay, now, I'm sure I've been in there before, but the door is kind of half open, so I think we'll probably go in there in a sec. And I'm sure I've been through here as well. No, okay. Okay. I think we've got our way to go. Oh. What the hell is that? Oh, another note. Okay, I'll read the notes. Again, be careful because there might be a spoiler. And lots of, again, quite like the first game, lots of drawers and stuff to open. I had one scare when I opened a drawer, which was a bit weird because I just opened a drawer. But there you go. You'll probably, if you play the game, you'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, November 23rd, 1899. Twin candles bent to the will of the central saint, casting their light to the corners of the chapel. Father Jeremiah, I thought could be trusted with the secret, but he is like all the others. So the old priest has gone to the holding pens of his flock. He says he will enter into our world with them, a shepherd indeed. Okay. Bent to the will of the central twin candles, casting their light. Okay, so let's quickly check my journal. Nope, nothing new. So that's a clue, isn't it? I would say. There are lots of these piggy masks around, which again is quite odd. Well, not odd, obviously, because it's the game's called A Machine for Pigs. But yeah, quite weird. Okay. Hang about. Have I been in here? Yeah, been in there. Okay. Now something about candlesticks and the saint. Where is the saint? There's actually there's a strange picture for a church, like an animal of some kind. Well, there's a pig on the floor and okay. I just lit that candle. Am I like am I lighting them in the wrong order, or do they just need to be lit? Who knows? Okay, well, it appears as I can light all of these. For what reason, I know not. Ah! Haha! Okay, let's check. I've got a new journal entry. Cryptic clue. Some kind of mechanism, a secret and infernal one, no doubt. The missing candlestick is clearly the answer, but why? This I cannot fathom. Why hide secret machines in a place of prayer? Where are the faithful? Why are these drag marks about the altar? As if someone was pulled away. Okay. Where are the drag marks? Or maybe the altar itself moves. Maybe that's what happens. Anyway, I seem to appear to need a candlestick. Is this going to be something just lying around? Nothing here. So I'm looking for a missing candlestick. Great. Okay. I'll go back to that room that I just came past in a sec, but let's just make sure that I haven't missed anything obvious on the altar. No. There's no candlestick in here. Nope. Okay. Let's go back to that room. There's been a couple of instances where I've needed an item. but it's something that was just sort of lying around. You know, it wasn't. And I've kind of already, as I said, I've already kind of gone around the church quite a bit, and so I would have thought that I would have. Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay. Well, I quite clearly could have missed that. I think. Yeah, I've been through that room, but you know, without knowing. So the notes you need sort of glow. The notes that sort of where you follow the story, but obviously the items that you need don't. There we go. Oh, what the hell has that done? This door was locked here. Still locked. Definitely activated something, didn't it? Okay, the fire's going. Cool. Oh, bugger. Yeah, so the altar itself has moved. Okay. Check my journal again. The engine fires, the flames are stoked. I hear steam in the walls, vibrations upon the very air. My heart falters at the prospect of throwing the lever and exposing the workings of this dark contraption. But my children beckon me on, and I cannot fail them. A hellish portal. It appears I have no choice. Thus I descend, and may God have mercy upon my soul. If this is my bedlam, and I am to be cast as Matthews, then I will wear the mantle for the sake of my boys, and face whatever horrors lie beneath the altar. Oh my good God. Okay, let's go. Lots of hissing. It's very steampunky, the game, I have to say. But it appears as though you were a bit of a genius sort of designer of machinery, or you've created some machine. What's that? I don't know. That's weird. Okay. Whoop. Now I'm locked in. Okay. Beneath the sort of tunnels or catacombs beneath the church, probably not the best place to be. Silence. Do not startle or upset the acquisitions. Okay. There's cages here. Are they the acquisitions? There appears to be anything in them. Oh, what the hell was that?
Listen, Papa. Hold the egg to your ear. You can hear the sea.
I could hear what sounded like a quite distressed cat, actually. Loads of cages with the acquisitions, I guess. No, please don't go out. No. My torch is flashing. I'm always going to go out. There's no sort of keeping the candle, having to find extra candles and stuff to light your way. None of that so far. The torch you've got just works essentially, and also sadly there's no insanity meter. Holy shit! Oh bloody hell! There's someone in a cage. By the sound of it. Hang on, chap. I'm coming. Let me just read these first. These final thoughts. What exhumation is this? What rotten fruit? What bestitching of parts? I doubt I will ever be found, yet I leave you this, scrawled in the malodorous half-light, while my tormentor shuffles below. My fellow prisoners keen and squeal in the gloom, where I wait for the knocking upon my cage that signifies it is finally my turn to make that dark journey into the interior. Holy smokes. Okay, so that's a guy trapped in a cage. I think I've been this way, haven't I? Yeah, let's see if we can find him. Hang on. Go around in circles here. This guy come. If I find this guy, oh, holy smokes! Okay. Hello. He's gone. Okay. Well, if I find this guy locked in a cage, it could be a spoiler. So, yeah. You might tell me part of the story, what's going on. So, look away if we find him. If you don't want to know what's going on. Where is he? Maybe he was in that. That creature that ran past the door can't be him. There was a. Okay. Let's go this way. That cage there that was open. Maybe that thing came out of that cage. Not sure. You have to back at the. So far back at the start, there are some. You do have to check every room, and just sort of, you know, hover your little cursor there over. Oh my god! Oh my god! There's a dude. He's coming this way. Holy shit! Okay. Turn off my lamp. He's got a stick, you see. This is the first time that I've come across a creature actually that I've kind of seen. You know, when you see things out the corner of your eye and all that kind of stuff. I've had all that. Oh my god! This is the first time I've had to hide from one. Holy smokes! Okay. Let's keep moving. The guy, we will clearly come back. The guy who was locked in the cell, who was shouting out, he's dead, or he's not here anymore. Okay. Whew. Ah, it's funny. I don't think this is coming out on console, as far as I'm aware. But those sort of split up into hubs. That was quite a feature of the first game as well. Not quite sure why that is. I think maybe it gives you certainly in the first game, it gave you an opportunity to escape some of the creatures, which yeah, just sort of run through a hub. Oh, that's a secret door. Locked door, quite a lot of those. I didn't seem to be able to go back and some of them opened on their own when I progressed the story a bit, but I haven't seemed to be able to go forward. Sorry, to go back to most of them and open the door. Another piggy mask there. Ah, I'm outside again. It's Victorian London, I'm guessing. Victorian England. I think it's London, pretty sure. I'm pretty sure I read it was London somewhere. It's not a particularly super looking game, obviously. You know, the visuals are atmospheric and do the job, but nothing on high tech. But I don't think this game needs that kind of thing, really. And I know a lot of people complain about the colour palettes of games, but I love dreary, dark, slate grey Victorian skies, as a genius once wrote.
Water in his shoes. Always the water, and the sparks of the embers of the wheels. It's too bony. It's too damn bony.
You get quite a bit of that as well. Every now and again he'll stop and yeah, say something. I think it's him saying it. I think maybe he's hearing it. It's sort of like a flashback kind of thing. Let's go to my journal. Mandus, that's me, the Mandus Processing Company. My soul shudders at what I've seen, but at last I have reached the main part of the factory. Now onwards, downwards, to find those flood waters and drain them away. Like Moses, I will cleave the waters and lift my little darlings clear of its vile cradle. Okay. It's sort of, I mean, I'm sure that everyone else is the same when they play any kind of story-related game. You try to kind of guess ahead to what's going on. Kind of for a bit, I kind of wondered maybe if he was dreaming. I was kind of following the kids. I'm not quite sure what that's all about. That's kind of why I thought he was dreaming, because my kids are apparently trapped, but I'm following them. They seem to be leading me towards something. I appear to, from sort of, again, don't want to spoil too much, but I from what I've said, from what I've kind of read, and what I've picked up through the game so far, the person I'm playing, he seems to have forgotten, sort of suffering from amnesia, as you would imagine. But he appears to have been maybe not the nicest of men beforehand. But that's just what I've picked up so far. It was interesting that I could interact with those windows. That's pretty cool. Doesn't seem to do anything particularly though. Okay. So you've also got these gramophones here where you get a recording.
These men, Professor, these so-called men of vision, they would shackle the masses to a wheel and turn it till their backs break. All for that opiate, the lure of profit. These fools who lackey them, these priests, these officials, this government. They make pigs of us all.
But what solution, my dear man? How to break a cycle? You cannot simply remove the promise of a better world for these unfortunates. In the workhouses, in the orphanages, the belief in heaven is surely the only succor one can find.
We do not need to wait. We can bring forth paradise now. We can speed the passion. With only a small sacrifice, we can hold the apocalypse. With just a small sacrifice, we can free our shackles and deliver them to paradise now.
Okay. As you can tell by the voice acting is, personally, I think is really, really good. No disrespect to anyone from any country around the world, but I do get kind of tired of hearing quite generic sort of accents in games, and I can always get a bit fed up. Also, it's sometimes not always, but it seems to be a bit of a habit as well, where the people with an English accent always seem to also be the bad guy or something, you know. So it's quite nice to play a game based in London, albeit, you know, in sort of the latter part of the 19th century. And hear some sort of, you know, quite well acted English accents. Pretty cool. Okay, wow, this is huge. I kind of get the impression that my guy built all this for something. Again, I don't want to give too much away, but that's oh, bug up. Oh my god, there's something over there. Okay. It appears as though the machinery was just about to start. I like the flickering when you torch. It does seem to happen all the time, but in certain areas your torch flickers a bit, particularly where it's dark. You know, if you're in a particularly dark area, I quite like that. Okay. I like the way it swings as well. All the little details that, I mean, you know, you kind of take for granted in games now, but I don't know about anyone else, but I noticed those and I really like them. Ooh. Okay. Okay. So 2 ways to go, up or down. Let's go down first. These are cool. Like lights. Oh. I'm a sucker for that sort of, I don't know if you wouldn't call it steampunk so much, but that sort of, you know, where they kind of amalgamate Victorian and technology. I like that. Okay. Oh, bugger. There's a button here. I don't seem to be able to press. Lots of valves and metal and stuff. Awesome. Ah, okay. Two. Okay. There's quite a bit of that actually. I've noticed going around the game where you'll flip a switch, or you'll just start something off, not necessarily know what it's doing. I don't mind that too much. You know, again, it's a bit sort of unclear. Mandus Processing Company. Okay, well I'm Mandus, so I'm kind of home, aren't I? Really? Another note. I'll read that in a sec. Okay. Appears as though my next task is going to be getting all the furnaces running by the looks of things. Let's grab this note, see if it gives me any clues. October 18th, 1899. A series of collecting vents have been installed along the ceiling at this stage of the line. In the process of stunning and bleeding, the product often expels vapours from its digestive system, which can be collected, condensed and used in the methane boiler to drive the engine as a whole. Ah, cool, yeah, using the methane there to power stuff. In this way, the more product is processed, the more power becomes available to the machine, and productivity is actually increased. A simple stroke of genius, but one that encapsulates the benefits of self-regulatory automation. Okay. Okay, none of those working, so it appears there's some valves on there. It appears as though I need to do something with pressure or increase something, so let's have a look. Oh, sliding doors. Awesome. Your interaction with the world, as you can see, is very simple, but that's fine. I don't mind doing that kind of thing. Just sort of quite basic mechanical tasks. You don't get enough of those in games now, do you? I don't think. There's a feeling as well in the game that whenever you do something, whenever you start something off, some abominable creature somewhere has been sort of notified of that fact, and it's kind of coming towards you. I don't think there was such a thing in Amnesia. I think I've kind of got that from Outlast actually. So in that game I found that flipping a switch or pressing a button generally triggers something off. Oh bloody hell, it's very dark in here. Two more furnaces to kick off. That's already going. Cool, just one more to go then. I've got a journal entry actually. Journal entries come thick and fast. You have to, just keep an eye on those because they do unveil part of the story and give you clues as well. Lily's arms are made of steel. Lily's arms are silent. Lily is your wife, by the way. The pistons are silent. The plant is at rest. I must poke the hornet's nest to open my way, I fear. The scale of these engines suggests far greater works than invisible from the surface, so my friend must be correct, and the larger part of this plant is underground. We are close to the Thames. No wonder flooding is such a risk. Okay. I'm not sure how long this game is, but considering you're saying the greater part of the complex is underground, we haven't got there yet. I'm assuming it's still a pretty, it's a pretty big, fairly long game. With the price, I got it off Steam, as you do. Pretty cheap. I think it's about $12.99 or something. So it does appear as though it's going to be worth it, definitely. Okay. There's not enough coal or whatever it is there, is there? There we go. Another bit. Puzzle's been simple so far. Everything's been to hand. So. Those industrial noises are quite scary sometimes. Okay, another journal entry. Let's see what we've got. Fire and steel. The fires are stoked. Assuming the same architect is responsible here as of the chemical plant, I surmise that a centralised control system regulates and operates the pistons. It should be a simple matter of finding it and hoping the saboteur relented after simply extinguishing the fires. Okay. Yeah, as I've been going through the game, it appears as though someone's been going before me, trying to stop me or slow me down. But yeah, that he talks of a saboteur quite a lot. Okay. Here we go. All the valves are up. One. 2, 3. Oh shit. Let's run. Oh god damn, that door, was that door shut? I don't remember. Oh! Smoke. Let's chase him. Let's be brave. Where did you go? Little blighter. Probably through here. Whew, okay. Well, I think I'll end the video here, guys. You've probably seen enough, I guess. I'm actually going deeper in underground now into the complex. Oh, bloody hell. Going deeper under the ground into the complex proper. But I think I'll stop now. This has been Amnesia, a machine for pigs. Costs $12.99, which I think is dirt cheap, and I'm enjoying it so far. I mean, it's much of the same. I think really sort of, atmosphere, tonally. The only disappointment so far, I think, is that it doesn't have that. I quite like the whole resource management of the light from the first game, and I really liked the insanity meter as well, which both seem to have been taken out. But yeah, I mean, the atmosphere, the style, all seems the same so far. So yeah, pretty cool. If you like this, if you like the first game anyway, I definitely recommend you get it. So far I'm enjoying it more than Outlast as well at the moment. I think that's more to do with just the setting and the tone, I think, probably. But oh, I thought that thing going around, I thought that was something just about to jump out on me. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you again soon.